Child, you are almost blocked. This is not a joke. You are getting blocked, and you are not even unaware of it. Child, you are my precious one, my chosen vessels, and you have always followed my path, the one I asked you to walk upon. This is the reason you are now getting blocked by the places, people, and every temptations the devil has sent in your life. Child, hear me clearly now, for I will reveal this in detail now. The hand of your Father is not slack, nor is it distant from you. I have not forsaken you, and I have not gone silent. You feel the pressing weight of isolation, the pull of rejection, the sting of abandonment, not because I have turned from you, but because I have placed my hedge around you. You cry out, "Why am I blocked? Why does the way close before me?" And I say to you, child, it is because I have intervened. I have closed the doors that lead to your destruction. I have sealed off the corridors that were not meant to house your presence. I have stood between you and what sought to devour you. This is not punishment. This is preservation. You are being blocked not because you are forgotten, but because you are remembered. The places you used to go, the people you used to know, the comforts you used to lean on, they are no longer accessible to you because you are not who you once were. I have placed my mark upon you. I have set you apart. My name is engraved on your heart, and that mark repels what is unholy, what is impure, what is counterfeit. Child, the enemy has prowled around you like a roaring lion, seeking the smallest crack in your defenses. He has dressed his traps in beauty and familiarity. He has painted illusions of comfort and clothed destruction in friendliness. But I, the Lord your God, have walked before you. I have seen what lies behind the veils. I have seen what they say when you are not in the room. I have heard the conversations spoken in shadows. I have seen the plans they made. I have seen the net laid for your feet, and so I blocked it. I turned your steps away. I stirred your spirit with discomfort. I removed your peace from that path. I caused conversations to end, invitations to cease, doors to close, and you wondered, why am I left behind? No, child, you were not left behind. You were brought forward. You see only what is lost, but I see what is gained. You cry over the absence, but I rejoice over the cleansing. My pruning feels like cutting, but it is growth. My silence feels like distance, but it is the stillness of strategy. I am positioning you. I am hiding you. I am shaping you in the unseen places. Listen closely, child. The ones who turned from you were not able to walk the next mile. The ones who used to surround you could not withstand the weight of the mantle I am placing upon your shoulders. This anointing is not cheap. This calling is not casual. I am not preparing you for comfort. I am preparing you for kingdom. My glory cannot rest on what is common. My power does not abide in lukewarm vessels. I am purifying you. I am sanctifying you. I am setting you in alignment with my divine will. Every unanswered message was my hand. Every missed opportunity was my redirection. Every disappointment was my deliverance. Do not grieve over what is left. Do not chase what I have removed. If it was needed for your calling, it would not have departed. If it was required for your destiny, I would have let it remain. Child, the spiritual warfare has increased because your proximity to purpose has intensified. The closer you walk to my will, The louder the enemy becomes, but his noise does not mean he has power. He can only shout from a distance. He cannot touch what I have sealed. And I have sealed you. I have declared this one is mine. And when I make such a declaration, all of heaven stands guard. There are seasons when I answer with yes, and there are seasons when I answer with no. But there are also seasons when my answer is not through this. I have not denied you, I have redirected you. Do not confuse my blocking with rejection. I do not reject my beloved. I do not cast away the ones I call. I discipline those I love. I withhold to protect. I redirect to elevate. And I am elevating you. Look not at the chaos, but at me. Fix your gaze upon me. Set your heart like flint. The shaking you feel is not destruction, it is foundation. I am breaking what was unstable to build what will last. I am exposing the weak roots so that you may be firmly planted. I am calling you deeper, not into the noise of this world, but into the silence of my presence. It is there I will whisper the strategies of heaven. It is there I will reveal the mysteries I have long kept hidden. Kai. You asked me for purpose, and I am answering. You asked me for clarity, and I am granting it. But you expected it to come gently, and I am bringing it with fire. I am refining you not to harm you, but to make you ready. I am removing the layers that have clouded your vision. I am dismantling every lie that you called truth. I am stripping away the approval of man, because I want you to hear only my voice. I want your obedience to be unmoved by applause or rejection. Child, you are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are not being abandoned. You are being anointed. I am calling you to higher ground, and higher ground is lonely at first. The crowds grow thinner the higher you climb. But there, in that stillness, you will find me. You will know me in ways others only speak of. I will walk with you in intimacy. I will share my heart with you. I will entrust you with my secrets. Do not resist the isolation. It is my invitation. When you are cut off from every other voice, you will finally hear mine with clarity. When every other door is shut, you will finally recognize the one I have opened. And I assure you, child, when I open a door, no one can shut it. When I lift you, no one can lower you. When I declare favor, no one can reverse it. Yes, child, you have been faithful. You have walked in obedience even when it cost you. You have chosen righteousness when compromise was easier. You have sown in tears, but I tell you, you shall reap in joy. I have seen your labor. I have heard your prayers. I have caught every tear, and none have been wasted. I am not unjust. I will repay. Do not compare your journey. Do not measure my goodness by someone else's timeline. I am not late. I am precise. I am eternal, and I do not move according to human urgency. I move according to divine timing, and your time is near, child. I am calling you to rest not in passivity, but in trust. You need not strive when I am your provider. You need not perform when I am your father. You need not fear when I am your defender. My arm is mighty to save. My hand is steady to guide. My word is sure to fulfill. There are things you prayed for that I did not grant, not because I did not hear, but because I had something better. There are paths you desired that I did not allow, not because they were wrong for others, but because they were not right for you. I am not just orchestrating events, I am forming you. I am shaping a vessel that can carry my glory. Child, the pain you feel now is not the end of your story. It is the middle, the sacred space where transformation happens. Trust me in the dark, for I am the God who sees. I know the end from the beginning. I have not brought you this far to leave you here. I am finishing what I started. You are almost blocked from what would have wounded you forever. You are almost blocked from repeating the patterns that drained your joy. You are almost blocked from attachments that once looked like destiny but were designed to delay you. Rejoice in the blocking. Praise me for it. It is a sign that I have chosen you for more. I have not made you for mediocrity. I have not called you for comfort. I have chosen you for greatness, not by the world's standards, but by heaven's. Greatness in my kingdom looks like surrender. It looks like obedience in obscurity. It looks like faithfulness when no one sees. And you, child, have walked in that. You do not realize how many times I've rerouted danger from your path. You do not see how many battles I have fought on your behalf while you slept. You are unaware of the moments I have sent angels to surround your home, your car, your workplace, stations of my presence posted at every gate of your life, holding back the enemy who came in like a flood. What you call coincidence, I call divine alignment. What you call delay, I call preparation. What you think is being overlooked is actually being safeguarded in the palm of my hand until the time is right. You do not realize how many whispers from the enemy I silenced before they reached your ears. You did not feel the poison I neutralized before it touched your spirit. There are conversations that never reached your room, schemes that never reached your name, storms that turned while still beyond the horizon because I moved. I moved in the invisible realm, where your natural eyes do not yet see, but your spirit can perceive if you dwell with me. When you felt an urge to leave a place, when something felt off though everything looked normal, child, that was me. I stirred your spirit to guide you away from what you couldn't yet name. When you lost interest in something or someone without a clear reason, it was not just your emotions shifting. It was my hand withdrawing you before attachment formed to what would have delayed your journey. I work in subtlety sometimes, not to confuse you, but to draw you closer, to teach you the sound of my whisper instead of always needing my thunder. There are things I am weaving together now that you will only understand in hindsight. You will look back and say, had I taken that route, I would have perished. Had I pursued that relationship, I would have lost myself. Had that door opened, I would have entered at a place I was not equipped to handle. And I will not, for I have been faithful. Always. Even when you did not know what needed saving, I saved you. Even when you did not ask, I provided. Even when you did not understand, I shielded. You see only the surface of people's hearts, but I search their depths. You are drawn to charisma, but I see character. I removed some from your life not because they were bad in the eyes of man, but because their spirit was not aligned with where I am taking you. You saw potential, I saw danger. You heard sweet words, I discerned hidden intentions. So I severed ties in ways that confused you, in ways that may have felt like betrayal, but it was mercy. My mercy does not always feel like comfort, but it is protection in disguise. There are networks forming around you even now that you have not noticed. Favor is being spoken over your name in rooms you have never entered. Recommendations are being written without your knowledge. Hearts are being prepared to receive you. Resources are being positioned. Connections are being orchestrated. You are unaware because I am the God who moves in secret before I reveal in public. I build the foundation before the structure rises. I secure the roots before the fruit appears. I never place a crown where there has been no cross. I never lift a soul before I have formed their integrity. You don't realize that some of the doors that seemed to open easily were not from me. The enemy knows how to mimic opportunity. He knows how to counterfeit blessing. But I, the Lord, test by fire. What is of me will stand through time. What is of me will not fracture your peace, even in challenge. What is of me will draw you closer to my voice, not farther. And this is how you know my will never contradicts my word. You think your delays are denials, but I say to you, they are divine pauses. Just as I held back the waters for Israel to cross at the right moment, just as I withheld the rain from Elijah until my purpose was fulfilled, so too I withhold what you seek not to torment, but to perfect. My timing is not your timing, but it is perfect. Every moment of waiting is a womb. It is not death. It is not waste. It is growth happening in darkness, unseen by man but fully known by me. When doors close, you grieve them. But I ask you, would you rather I allow you to walk through every open door, even the ones meant to destroy you? Would you rather I answer every prayer the way you ask, knowing it would take you off course? You do not see the full picture, but I do. I see years ahead. I see the domino effect of every yes and every no. I am not just answering prayers, I am building a destiny. You do not realize how often I have protected your mind. There were thoughts that sought to spiral into anxiety, depression, hopelessness, but I interrupted them. There were days you were one breath away from giving up, and I sent my spirit to strengthen you. You thought you just got through the day, but I tell you, I carried you. I lifted you when your knees were weak. I sustained you when the weight became unbearable. You do not even know how close the enemy came because I intervened. There are family lines I am healing through you, patterns I am breaking. You do not understand why your battles feel so heavy. It is because you are standing in the gap for generations. You are contending not just for your future, but for the healing of wounds passed down through blood and silence. You are the one I chose to shift the legacy. That's why the warfare has been intense. That's why the pressure feels unrelenting. Because you are carrying something larger than your own story. But I am with you in it. I will not let you be crushed. You do not realize the angels that surround you. They do not always announce themselves, but they move at my command. I have dispatched them to war for you, to guard you, to guide you, to stir the hearts of those you are called to impact. You are not alone. You are never alone. The moments you felt abandoned, heaven was leaning close. The tears you shed in private were seen by the King of Glory. I miss nothing. There are people who rejected you, not because of who you are, but because of what you carry. They could not comprehend the oil on your life, so they dismissed you. They misunderstood your intentions, your silence, your shifts, and I allowed it. Because their acceptance would have become an idol. Their affirmation would have distracted you from my whisper. I am teaching you to live by my approval, not theirs. Child, every season has a purpose. Even the quiet ones, especially the quiet ones. The silence is not absence. It is intimacy. In the quiet, I am tuning your ear. In the stillness, I am anchoring your faith. When the noise is stripped away, you will know what truly matters. You will know me. There is warfare that ends before you even realize it began. There are attacks diverted before you ever feel their sting. There are needs met before you speak them, because I already saw ahead. I am not reactive. I am proactive. I am not trying to catch up with your life. I have already written the story. My plans are not guesses, they are guarantees. Even when you sin, I am still at work, not condoning it, but calling you out of it. Not excusing it, but rescuing you from it. There were moments the enemy declared ownership over you because of your actions, and I stood in the gap. I said, "This one is mine." And I moved to restore you. I covered you with grace, not so you would remain where you were, but so you could rise. My mercy is not a license to stay bound. It is a key to walk free. You do not know how often I've waited for you. Not with anger, but with patience. I've waited for you to surrender. I've waited for you to trust. I've waited for you to let go of what you held so tightly. And when you finally did, oh, how swiftly I moved. I was never far. I was never holding back from cruelty, but from compassion. I wanted you ready to receive the fullness, not just fragments. You do not realize how many words spoken against you I turned into silence. How many traps I turned into lessons. How many disappointments I turned into strength. You see brokenness, but I see building blocks. I am the potter. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Even the fragments can become beauty again. You think I've forgotten you because others are being promoted, elevated, seen, but I have not forgotten. I have hidden you, not discarded you. I have covered you like a seed in the soil. They saw you fall, but they did not understand you were being planted. And what is planted must die before it lives again. But when it does, it bears fruit 30, 60, 100-fold. Her season of bearing is coming. But first, trust me in the burying. Even your weaknesses, I am working through them. What you see as a flaw, I see as a window for my strength. My power is made perfect in your weakness. I will use even what you consider disqualifying to glorify my name. You are not broken beyond use. You are broken open for purpose. There are prayers you prayed long ago that are now rising before me. Your words have not expired. Your faith has not vanished. I store your prayers like incense before my throne. I respond in my time, not out of neglect, but because I see the fullness of all things. I answer not only for you, but for those connected to your obedience. I am even working through the delays of others around you. What looks like their disobedience blocking your way is still under my sovereignty. I will reroute what needs rerouting. I will redeem what others tried to destroy. You do not serve a God who is helpless to human error. I work all things together for the good of those who love me, even the things others meant for harm. Child, I am weaving a masterpiece behind the curtain. A mosaic of moments, a tapestry of timing. You only see the threads in front of you, but I see the design. Trust me. Trust the hands that formed the heavens and still cradle your heart. Trust the voice that calmed the sea and still whispers peace to your soul. I am doing more than you know. I am working in the background of every scene. I am arranging, correcting, refining, healing. I am building bridges where you see gaps. I am planting promises where you feel barren. I am moving, always moving on your behalf. And one day I will pull back the curtain. One day you will see the full picture. You will weep with gratitude. You will laugh with joy. You will fall to your knees and say, "My God, you were in every detail." But until then, trust me. Even when you don't see, even when you don't feel, even when you don't understand, I am God, and I am always at work.